WNBA. Let's go. Fast break, no fear, we play to win. Strength and power, let the game begin.
Welcome, everyone. You've reached the WNBA discussions from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I'm Grandma Mo.
And I'm Lisa DCT.
So, what a week, what a night last night.
I know. It was
Holy
a lot of games, a lot of good games, and I was there for it.
Yes. Friday nights on Ion was just incredible.
It really
just
was.
Incredible. There were so many games that came down to a last shot or within the last minute.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
It's great play.
Yeah, the Dallas and Sparks game, Paige Beckers with the ball with 5 seconds left to go. And she missed
off. Yeah, slightly off to the left by a hair. It probably would have snuck in. Oh, what are you going to do?
Can you imagine? Dallas would have erupted if she made that shot.
I would have erupted.
Yeah,
that would have been a hell of a shot,
Oh my goodness.
They've been the underdog. I always vote for the underdog, no matter who it is.
Yeah, I do too a lot of times.
Yeah.
I do too. So, out of all these games, what was your game of the week?
Games, my game of the week was, let's see if you can guess it, 3 ejections and a Mabry.
Oh, geez.
Yes, the Connecticut Sun game in Chicago, 62-71. Okay, first of all, they won a game. Hooray, which is always a good cheer. Lacan has been awesome. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. She's been incredible. Let's talk about the ugliness. 6 minutes before the half, right? Allen gets elbowed in the face without a whistle. When the ball goes down to the other end, that's when everything hit the shitter. Hartley and Allen get into it. Atkins rushed in, bumped into the ref, accidental, of course. But this whole melee ensues, which is totally unnecessary. And I wish Bria Hartley would play the game and stop with the emotions.
Yeah, she's getting out of hand lately.
They all get ejected. I'm like, holy crap. Chicago is down 2 players over something totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
I thought. Play the game. I mean, I get it, in your last place, maybe people poke fun at you, but it just seems to be, you're not there for a boxing match. You're there for a basketball game. So that was my thing, but Chicago, here we go again. I'm watching the game. They start to get back into it. And I'm like, Here I go again. Right. And thank God for the very end, which Tina Charles coming in, she kind of calmed everything. She's, being a veteran, very calming presence, and was able to hit some big shots, and they went up and they ended up winning it. But my message is, stop getting ejected over stupid crap like that.
I know.
But that was my game. I understand passion. I played sports for many, many years. Stuff happens, but God, I can't ever remember a bench clearing brawl.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's not positive for the league when that stuff happens.
No, it isn't.
No more when things get thrown on the court. That stuff has to stop too.
Fortunately, that seems to have stopped.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
How about you? What did you think? You didn't have a game, you said, right?
No. You know what? I couldn't pick one. There were so many good ones. There were so many good ones.
I know.
You had 4 out of the 5 games last night. I looked and there was, Seattle's been involved in multiple, down to the wire games, last minute, and they have lost all of them. And then last night they finally got one. They finally beat Atlanta. They get the win in because I was just like, oh my God, here we go again. Here we go again with Seattle.
Right.
But they got the win. That's got to be such a monkey off their back.
It's got to be. Plus, it was a historic night because they played in Canada.
Yes, they did.
Canada, which I thought was absolutely fantastic, to take it to, they're taking it all around the globe, it looks like. Pretty
Yeah.
soon we'll be known as the Globetrotters. Now they already have that team. But yeah, that was nice to see that they went over to Canada. And
Well,
I'm
it's
glad
amazing how
Storm needed
it's a
it.
ferry ride from Seattle. Vancouver
Yeah.
is just boop. It's right over the thing because Seattle is so close to Canada. I actually went there. I went to Victoria on a. They have these catamaran kind of ferries that
Yeah.
they take you from Seattle up to Victoria and Vancouver. So it's not a far, that's
No,
not a big
but
deal.
still it's good to delve into, letting somebody
Yes.
else see. But that snapped the 6 game slide for them. So I was happy to see a win. It was
And
funny
snap
watching.
the winning streak for Atlanta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they were talking about different things for players to try while they were over there. I thought it was humorous. The faces, like, what?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
food. They're like, what?
Yeah. And we ended up having, a close game with Vegas, and then the Dallas and the Sparks game came down to a Paige Becker's 3.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
incredible. And then the
Yeah.
Mystics in Indiana, that one was down to the last. I mean, the Fever took Kelsey Mitchell took a 3 that missed. So we had 2 threes that missed that the teams lost on. But just incredible games last night. It
Oh,
was, I was looking at some other games, and I don't think anything beats those 4 games. Just terrific.
yeah.
Terrific.
It was fantastic. I
That's
was I
what
was cheering real loud.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's meant, and everybody's fighting for their lives right now
Right.
because you have teams like, I'm pretty sure I don't know if the Sparks are in 8th. I think they're still in 9th. Yeah, Seattle by winning kept the 8th place. And now
Yeah, and
Indiana's in 7th and the Valkyries in 6th.
I
And then
think the Mercury Vegas beating the Mercury jumped them up a spot, I think last night. Because they're now in 5th.
no, they were in 5th.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I thought they said that bumped them up to 5th with
No,
the
that
win.
was when Indiana lost
Oh,
because they were
my
tied
bad.
with Indiana. They were tied with Indiana. So yeah, that's how it's and then I think with Atlanta's losing, New York is back in 2nd place, I think.
They are.
Although I'm not sure on that. I think they're tied right now. But before when they were tied, New York had the tiebreaker with them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure on that. But yeah, everything's really close and other than Minnesota. But you're looking at teams like the Fever. They have, it's the rest of the season is all about your schedule. Like, who has the toughest schedule?
Yeah.
And I pointed out, like, covering the Valkyries, that, I looked at the rest of the schedule and I'm like, oh, I go, we played New York for already 3 times. We played Minnesota
Yeah.
twice. And I'm like, okay, we have a lot of the teams at the bottom half of the league coming up. The Valkyries could do pretty well. And, they've had a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah.
So, okay, so moving on, who was your player of the week?
Player of the week went to Paige Beckers. She's just, Enrique's been out 2 games. She's
Yep.
carried the team along with Segrist. She had that last minute. I think she was so bummed. I get it. The buzzer
Yeah.
beater could have won the game, but they played an awesome game. Yuru has been playing really good. The 3 of them uh, really have done a fantastic job. I mean, the game before that was Indiana. They won
Yeah.
by 1. That was another big game. So
Yep.
they're getting there. I
Yeah,
mean,
they are.
you used to be able to say, oh, you can count them out. You can't say that so much anymore. Paige Beckers drove the lane. I don't know how many times with some shots I was like, how did she get that even to,
Yeah.
go in? 3 defenders coming in on her. She does some kind of circus shot and spins the ball in midair and the thing goes in. She's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's definitely, there are people that are making bids for like Citron and Eriofin, and they've been playing well too. But nobody's doing what Paige Beckers is doing. And even though they're on a losing team, but the Mystics aren't, they're below 500 too. So, but they're doing, all three of them are doing really well.
Yeah.
And then the Valkyries also have Janelle Salon, and she has been playing really well. I mean, she's not going to make Rookie of the Year or anything, but she's an integral part of what the Valkyries are doing. So,
It's
she's
like
not scoring as many points.
each team, it didn't used to be that, not that I can recall, each team now has truly a star player on it.
Yep.
Before, you had good players. I'm not saying that, but now each team really has somebody that comes to shine. The fans come to see them play. So you can't go wrong with any game you watch.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah,
much. I mean, the Valkyries don't really have I mean, when KT went down, they don't really have someone that's, their quote star.
right.
Mainly their star is the whole team and how they play together. So, excuse me, my player of the week, I had to I mean, you could pick Asia Wilson. She's been scoring. She's had a couple games that weren't, terrific, but she's had 30-point games and, but this week, I wanted to give it to Chechi.
You said that last
Cecilia
night. Yeah,
Zandalicini has just been, she has such a pretty shot. And, she has been so key in the Valkyries winning. And I was so glad that they didn't make any more changes, because it was like the trade deadline came up and it was
right.
like, wait a minute, the Valkyries have had 19 different scenarios here. Let's just go with what we have.
Exactly.
And it looks like, I mean, it'll be interesting. They got to play Atlanta, but Atlanta's coming to Valhalla. And
Yeah.
we got our new mascot now.
I
And
know that's my surprise of the week because I'm like, oh,
Violet, good old
how
Violet.
great is it?
People are,
Yeah, I mean, now Ellie really has some competition there.
yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what they're saying.
the egg has hatched.
Yeah. It was,
Violet, right? I'm like, she comes out looking like us with glasses because we can't see for nothing anymore. And I'm like, yes, she's got glasses, she's got dance moves. She reminds me of myself. I haven't seen you dance in a while.
yeah, Violet was, I I wasn't sure what to expect. And when it first happened, I just kind of went, what? And it's been growing on me though. I
Oh
mean,
my God, it's
it's like
adorable.
the kids will love it. And
Absolutely. Hey,
yeah,
I got a really quick thing. We'll go flash. Unless you go, I have no idea. Do you know mascots at all? I did this
no,
test with my son. I don't know them at all. Let's check if you know. Well, I'll just go through really quick. Connecticut Sun,
they
you know
have
that
that a big orange guy. I don't know
Blaze.
what it is though.
His name's Blaze. Aces,
I don't know the Aces.
buckets. Seattle Storm. I didn't know any of these.
I don't know
Seattle
any of
Storm,
them either, other than
Doppler,
Ellie.
Doppler, Liberty. You know that one.
Ellie, yeah.
Yep. Indiana, Freddie Fever.
Oh, that's
Dallas,
right. Now that you
Dallas.
say it, I know, but yeah, I don't.
I
I
didn't
couldn't
know.
think
I
it
had
off the
no
top of my
clue.
head. Yeah,
Dallas Wings,
no idea.
Lightning, never saw it. Mystics is Pax, never saw him. Lynx, I knew it
Uh,
was a
I
cat,
know
but
what
I
it
didn't know
looks
the name.
like. I
Yeah,
don't know
me
the name
too.
though.
Prowl, Mercury,
That one I've seen too, but I can't think of
Scorch,
Scorch.
Sky,
Okay.
Sky. Didn't know this one. Sky the Lioness, Sparks. They went with an original one, Sparky, and Golden State. Violet.
Violet. Violet was
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, I
I
saw
actually really like the intro. They put the egg out in front of Chase Center, and it was like, what's this mysterious violet egg sitting here? And then they
Yeah.
had like a guy that's a bird
Yeah,
enthusiast or a
looking at
bird,
it. Yeah.
and then they put it in Chase Center, and then they had it shaken, and then it hatched, and so that was cool. I mean, that was a lot of
That
thought and
was great.
process put in. And then
That was
Violet came out and was
yeah.
like, "Oh, it's a raven." And then I was reading online, if someone had put the reason why they chose a raven. Apparently, a raven is like the scout for the women warriors that were the Valkyries.
There you
And I
go.
went, oh, okay, that makes sense. I get it
Yeah,
now.
I know. Fantastic. It was that was a cute way. I mean, it's just great for adults like it too. My mother
Oh, yeah.
absolutely enjoys when we go to Connecticut Sun. She has more pictures when Blaze than she does with me. But for the kids and the adults, I think it's great. Plus, like I said, she got some moves. Watch out,
Yeah.
Ellie.
Yeah, she was doing cartwheels and stuff. And then she was
Amazing.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was
I
cool.
find it hard just breathing on hot summer days here in Connecticut. Can you imagine
Yeah.
being in that costume, running
Oh,
up and
yeah.
down? Yeah.
Well, San Francisco's pretty cool, so you
Yeah.
don't have
Well,
to worry about hot days in San Francisco. It's a
sorry.
rare, it's rare it goes over 80 degrees.
Yeah.
You get them a couple days like that, but it's usually a nice 70, 75, 60, 65 in that range. San Francisco is. So it's dry air, so it's very comfortable. It
Yeah.
can be cold though. When the fog comes in, it can get cold.
Whoever
You have to
whoever
wear,
Violet is has young legs. That's
yeah,
all I could say.
yeah. Okay, did you have what do we do? We did a player, we did any surprises this week?
So the surprise was I do want to say about Violet coming out, but congrats to the Valkyries, your team, most wins by an expansion team, which are 18, with fourth consecutive win. So they're doing absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But for my play of the week, I went with oh, 3 blocks. I have to just announce them. Sanaya Rivers on Cardosa. Did you see
Mm-hmm.
that? Holy
Yes, I
cow.
did.
Jonquel Jones on Asia Wilson
Yep.
was just dominant. And New York lost that game, which was big. And Engsler last night on
Yep.
Sophie Cunningham. I think it was the block shot and then Alicia Clark looking at Cunningham and just smiling like, I
Yeah.
saw that. Like, that was
Yeah, I
hilarious,
saw that.
'cause I love her. She just smiled at her like, what are you gonna do? You got
Yeah,
blocked.
Inkster
That's
had 3
fantastic.
blocks in that game.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that block came after someone else. Who was it? I think Timpson blocked like the play before.
Yeah.
She blocked her the play before. Inkster came down and just went wham
I
and
know.
knocked it into the stands.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just little blocks. It's like forceful. Like, there's one for the
Yeah.
fans. Boom. Yeah, it was
Yep.
great.
Yeah, I was going to pick the 3 blocks that Inkster had during that
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
That
there
was
you go.
yeah, I was along those lines. Just the whole sequence of, she ended up getting blocked and then came right back and went wham.
Oh my God. It's
So
outstanding. It's
it is.
outstanding. Yeah, I love a block. I say it every time we talk, but I do.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a great week. The Lynx, as we said off camera, they clinched. So, but
Yep.
they're ahead by what? 8, 7, something like that. Soup.
Well, they have 5. They have 5 or 6 losses. Let me
I
look
can't
here.
even remember.
They have 5 losses. And then Atlanta and New York have 12 losses. So they have a 7-point lead.
7. There you go.
7-game lead.
That's a lot. Do you think they'll be sitting anybody out? There's a game today. They're not going to sit anybody out in New York.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. I think they're gonna but when I was excuse me, reviewing the Valkyries games, they play Minnesota like it's like the third to the last game and then the last game of the season. I'm like, they're
Yeah.
gonna be sitting players then. The Valkyries could
course.
probably beat them those games.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that's the last, and then we have New York one more time. We have home and away with Phoenix. And I'm hoping we can split those games with Phoenix. But, one of the things I've noticed about Phoenix, when they were playing before, when they had players hurt, they were playing Loxa, they were playing Lexi Held,
Mhm.
and they were winning. And
Right.
not that they're not winning now, but they're not winning as much now that they've gone to Copper and Dewana Bonner and Satu Sabali. The thing that I notice about those players is they're more me players than Held and Loxa and Semi Whitcomb. They're more team players. And it's interesting because now those players aren't playing much at all. I mean, I haven't
Right.
actually watched the Phoenix game yet, but I've watched every other Phoenix game. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's going to be a good decision for them. I mean, they're going with their vets and I guess, but they were playing really well and together and when Lexi Held was playing and then she got hurt. It's going to be interesting to see where how some of these player decisions on some of these teams work out.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. I don't know. Satu Sabali was going to be out or was out a game. They were speculating things, and she ended up coming back. But last night, if you watch the game, I mean,
I
there's
haven't
just
seen it yet. I caught a little bit of it, but
it was a last second,
yeah,
just lost her, focus. She ended up passing it to, the other team with, they had the opportunity. I mean, I was like, how does that happen? I guess it does.
I don't know.
And her,
Something seems to be going on with Satu because, she
yeah,
left for personal reasons and she looked angry when she was playing before she left. She looked angry and she was fouling and
yeah,
something was going on. And then she
yeah.
left. And then I thought she was going to be out for more than just a game or two, but then she
So did
came
I.
back. And
Yeah.
then she was happy and she played really well and now it's like she's back to being I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen the full game yet, but
Yeah,
that
you'll
is
see. As right at the very end, you'll be like, "Oh boy." I
yeah.
mean, I don't know how that happens, but it did. But did I mention Sue Bird gets her statue tomorrow?
I knew that
So
was coming
that'll be
up this month,
interesting.
so that'll be interesting. It'll be
I'm
very
like
cool.
halfway through the Kelsey Plum interview of the podcast, which I did not know Kelsey Plum was in Happy Gilmore. She does a cameo appearance.
Yeah, I saw she was on All the Smoke. All the
Oh,
Smoke is a podcast with the ex-Warrior players,
yeah.
and she was on that. So I saw that. I haven't seen the Sue Bird interview yet.
Yeah, it was
Um,
like, well, look at her, movie star. I,
yeah,
I
she's getting
I
in
just
there.
found it I found it interesting, but she talks through her career and it's pretty outstanding.
Yeah,
But also Candace Parker concurred on the Diana Taurasi. Of course, everybody's got a podcast. Sophie Cunningham has one. Now Parker has one with Boston.
yeah.
And he was just basically saying that, nobody beats us. We're the fuddy duds. Okay. We've been around a lot longer than these youngsters. Anywho, Candace Parker said that women's basketball players in America had to play off season in Russia because the pro league paid pocket change. And she's
Yeah.
hoping for, this new agreement. Looks like they want to bump them up from like 60,000 to like over 200,000, but they're holding, holding out right now because they want a percentage of other things. I don't
And they
blame them.
should get that
Right.
because it eliminates the jersey sales and merchandise and all that stuff. And
Exactly.
until the NBA, I wish the NBA would just be owner in silent
Yeah.
because you look at the TV deal because the TV deal is where all the money is. Okay, the stands and merchandise, that's all part of it. But the big money is in the TV contracts. And
Right.
the NBA has been responsible for the WNBA's TV contracts, and they have given them crap.
Right.
Even, everyone's like going, oh, 2.2 billion. Okay, that's better than what we've had, but the NBA took 76 out of that.
Thank you for
Why
saying
shouldn't
that.
that have been like 60 to 10? Can you
Right.
imagine if the WNBA got 10 billion out of that instead of
Right.
a measly, I watched Cheryl Miller and Cheryl Miller was interviewed. This was a while, this was when this first came out. And because she was on the NBA cast and everything, because, she busted her knee, so she couldn't play anymore.
Right.
And so she, because of her and her affiliation with her brother and just the guys were let her in right away. And rightfully so. And but she was talking, I saw it on something, I can't remember where I saw it, but she was like, oh, 2 billion isn't enough. She
Yeah,
says
good for her.
that's not enough. But when you look at it, so they make a deal, and the NBA, because it's a conflict of interest. The NBA they take 42% before anybody gets anything. So then you wonder why it's like you hear these things about the WNBA not making a profit. I'm like, that's
Exactly.
baloney. All that is
Exactly.
the NBA is taking their share, and then the WNBA has to, and then there's 12% to investors. So that's what 64% before the WNBA gets anything.
Exactly. Come on,
Like,
boys. You know, let the
but it's
women
like,
run the
okay, the
league.
WNBA is starting to surge. I understand the NBA season is 82 games. The WNBA season is 44 games. Okay, I understand. Okay, the media deal, it should be two separate media deals. It shouldn't be linked together because then it's in the NBA's best interest not to give the WNBA any of that money. They gave him 2.2 billion out of what is that? 76 point something the NBA got.
Yeah, the guys don't
So that's
understand.
it's like
Guys online.
18. They should have gotten 18 and the men got 60.
Right.
But oh my God,
Not
they
fair.
would never do that. They would never
Oh,
do
no.
that. But when you start looking at that and going, okay, these should be two separate things. And that's why the Ion thing was a totally separate thing. The
Right.
WNBA they have to somehow work that out because it's hurting the WNBA. It's been hurting them for years.
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%. It
Yeah.
ought to be interesting to see. Well, they're not backing down so far, you know,
Yeah. Well, they should get the same percentage that the men get.
100%. Haven't we
Like,
been
how is
fighting for
that
that
hard
all
to
our lives? Jeez Louise. Huh. Still going on. It's nonsense. Come on,
Yeah, it is.
boys.
It
You
is.
know, but hopefully it changes
Yeah.
slowly but surely before them in the
Yes.
urn. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But anywho, it was another. Do you have anything else to add?
No,
It's
that's
always
it
great
for
to. It's always great to chat with you
yeah,
and to
yeah.
know that somebody between the two of us goes to work after this. Round of applause. But no, I
My
don't
little
know.
part-time gig.
I will ask you though. Let's pick one like they do at the main desk. Who you picking? New York, Minnesota.
I think New York's going to get this one. I think they're going to because they've got to up Atlanta and then Atlanta's got the Valkyries and that's no easy out. And they're playing in Valhalla, so and the Valkyries beat Atlanta the last time they played them. There's no Jordan Canada.
Right. I
And I
know.
mean,
That was a
Ryan
bummer.
Howard's back though.
Yeah,
So
I know.
it should be a great game. The Valkyries in Atlanta should be a great game at Valhalla.
Yeah,
Yep,
I know. Well, only one game today, but tomorrow, here we go again. Get your
I
toothpicks
know.
ready for your eyeballs because we'll
Oh
be
yeah.
scanning through the programs, but it'll be fun. And I hope you have an awesome day at work. And oh, we have decided to continue on after the season and try to cover some of the college games, which
Yeah.
I like that. You know,
Yeah.
you pick who you want. You
That
got
and then add in Unrivaled when that happens, and
oh
then
my
right back into the
goodness.
WNBA season.
It is almost like our job. It's frightening. Who's paying me? Anyhow, we go to work. Somebody got to make money, and it's great to talk to you. We'll do it again
Yep.
next week.